Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to noon Central. This is the award-winning car talk show In Wheel Time, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. Along with Mike out of this world Mars and King Conrad DeLong, Jeff Zekin too. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. And we have a guest, finally. I know that you're probably really thrilled about that because it gives us something else to do and talk to other than ourselves.
And not have to listen to us, right?
Exactly.
Jabber on.
So our guest this hour is Mr. Richard Tomlin. Are you in your car? Are you driving?
Down at MSR, NASA Sports Club is actually racing today. So out here with a few customers, supporting a few people.
A few customers for Apex?
Yeah, a few customers for Apex, and then we've got racers. This is a sister group for us. So SCCA is my sanctioning body, and NASA is the other sanctioning body that races a lot of cars. There are about 300 people out here today racing. So,
wow.
So really good field of cars and selections. V8 guys just went by making a lot of noise.
So is there a mass of Mazdas out there as well? Usually any of those?
Always.
Any
Always.
Of them, yeah, there's always a big buzz of MX-5s.
Yep. The car to have.
Okay, so you say you're down there to support them? In what way do you support them?
Everything from running parts to adjusting suspension to giving suggestions on alignment settings and changes to lines that people are driving on track. There's some people that are new to this facility. People as far away as New York this weekend.
Now let me ask you back to the alignment settings. Do you have an alignment machine there? How do you do that?
There's an alignment machine here, but most people already have the alignment settings marked, and they know what changes will modify your alignment. And you make a couple small changes and carry on.
Can I do that on the Corvette?
I wouldn't advise you doing it, Don.
You need a torque wrench.
Based on what I've been told.
Rumor has it, and it's not a rumor. It's actually the truth. I would be so lost. But you can do it, and that's the way the guys do it usually?
Yeah, so you'll get your baseline settings. You'll come in certain tracks, different asphalt levels, how much grip you've got on that set of tires. Sometimes you'll put a little extra toe out. This track has favor for a camber, so people will usually pick up camber over what they would run at a normal track like NOLA or maybe even at Circuit of the Americas.
I find that very interesting. Because, even at the novice level, which I would consider, SCCA or NASA, something like that, where it's not necessarily top pros, guys that are just now getting into it, that you would learn that sort of thing in that club or organization.
Yeah, that's where it all starts. You start here very incrementally, learning all these little details. And it's amazing how something as simple as adding a little toe out will change the entire mannerisms of the car.
Richard, is the track flat, or is it peaked and pitched into curves and turns?
If you hop online, MSR specifically, when it was built in a rice field. So what they did is they went in and built corners that are what we call on camber, and then they built corners that are off camber, so the actual road is going away from you. But online, they show a map that actually goes through. I think the highest one is 6 degrees of camber that you gain in one of the corners called the carousel. They've got a couple that drop off at 4 degrees camber. And if you're not paying attention, that's the kind of stuff that will catch you out. And if somebody hasn't done their homework to know the track well,
catch you out in the weeds on one of those
in the rice field.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's interesting.
When it's wet out here, it's very wet, and then when it's dry, it's extremely dry. During the Lemons race, we had a old school, let's just call it a hobby stock car that was racing with us in Lemons, and spun. Went across the grass and literally just set a trail like napalm across the fire. It was like a flamethrower just went across. Exhaust was warm on that one.
How funny.
So how many classes are running today?
There's going to be about 64 classes total because there's time trials and road race today.
Well, he said he had 300 cars.
Yeah.
And so do they have the MX-5s? Do they all run as one class, or do they intermingle in other classes as well?
There's about 5 classes you can run the Spec Miatas in. People will go up and down a class just to get more seat time, more track time. But the Spec Miata group today will probably have 50 cars in it. 45
Oh, wow.
to 50. I haven't looked
How
at
much
the
do
exact
they?
count.
How much do they charge somebody to run in a race?
Entry fee this weekend's about $450, $375 to $450, depending on which license you need.
And how much track time will that get you?
You should net about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh my!
Oh, that's
So
pretty
at
good.
8:30 in the morning, 300 cars. You've already had some classes go out. What's the duration of the day, and is it best to go out in the morning or afternoon, or does it matter?
It's all sessions, so you've got prescribed times that you'll actually go out. They run this group runs 20-minute sessions for the entire weekend. So you go through those 8, and they cycle out. Most of the road race stuff is in the morning. The time trial stuff will be in the afternoon.
And is this a points event?
Yeah, this is their season opener this year.
Great.
Is that the reason you mentioned you had somebody down from New York? Is that
Yep.
the reason they're coming down that far?
Yeah, just chasing season points.
The fact that
They're
it's
also
cold.
trying to get out of the snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's miserable up there, I'm sure.
Well, I grew up there. It's miserable all the time up there.
Yeah, and when in the winter it's worse.
Well, I do have this. The February 7th, we are having an autocross at the dog track that's now closed in Hitchcock.
Yes.
I think it's the first time I've been able to tell you guys ahead of time that we're having one due to all the COVID restrictions. We've been on and off schedules, but February 7th, we will be racing at the dog track, SCCA, or find us on Facebook. Our last event, we had 130 cars show up out there. So things are getting back to normal in the car community, at least.
So that's Greyhound Park down there, right off of I-45?
Yep, I-45, exit 17.
So what would you charge Don to bring his vet down there?
No, they'd pay me so everybody could sit around and laugh.
They do the halftime entertainment.
Depends on the entertainment value. Putting him in a few cars would probably be more entertaining.
Yeah,
Listen to him scream like a
Put
girl.
an audio mic on him and let him see what fast looks like.
So that will be an invite for anybody who wants to come join SCCA for the day and run what you brung.
Listen, I'm not
Correct.
a professional
Show
when
up
it comes
in the
to that
car.
sort of stuff, but I can tell you that having done it once, if you want to immerse yourself into something that is just a ton of fun, you're not going to hurt the car, take it out to an autocross.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a single car event.
Right.
There's only one car on the track at a time, basically. And you ride with somebody like Richard. He'll tell you what to do and how to do it. Is it a 2-gear event?
2-gear event. Most cars just first, seconds, all you need.
Right, exactly. And, top speed, what, maybe 50 miles, 60 miles an hour?
In a stock car, you'll see 50, 55. In the prepared cars, you'll see 70, 75.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I learned at my one and only event that the prepared cars, dude, they are prepared. I mean, it's a complete suspension redo, adjustability, all of that, and you can see one all the way across the parking lot coming at you. Yeah, it's major.
The way I explain it to them, Don, is the amount of grip that we generate on those cars, the prepared cars specifically, you get about 40 miles out of a set of tires.
Yeah, that's what I was
driving.
just about to ask. How quickly can you eat a set of tires, even in a stock class, let's say, especially since your Corvette sounds like it needs tires, might be time to go run it at the track, and then it will definitely need tires.
I just had all the fluids changed by Carolina over Professional Auto Care, so it's ready to go. And now that I'm going to have to blow through a set of tires, this would be a perfect way to do
That's
it.
right. And what date is that at Gulf
That
Greyhound
one is
Park?
February 7th.
It's a
and
Sunday.
Then I got another one March 7th. So
those are both
first
Sundays?
weekends of the month.
Both Sundays?
Yep, both Sundays.
What time does it start and how much is it? I might go.
You need to be on site by 7, and it's $45 for non-members. Members are $35.
Like going bowling.
Right.
And if you drink beer, it's cheaper than going bowling.
And wear your bowling shirt while you're out
I'll
there.
wear my bowling shirt.
Well, I don't think Richard wants you drinking beer there.
I don't drink beer.
We've already talked about Everclear and
Yeah, no.
and
See, if
tequila.
I'm gonna
I was talking about it
drink,
being
it's not.
cheaper than buying a bunch of beer while you're bowling. It'd be cheaper to go drive the car.
I don't drink beer, and I go for the hard stuff. So you got that right.
That's even worse.
It's in his windshield washer.
It's in the windshield washer bottle.
Hey, so the Corvette, Don, you should get some tires though, because it looks like April we will be holding an event called Track Night in America. This is from the SCCA national office, but they put 50,000 people on track last year across the U.S.
Oh, wow.
There's an event where you come in, you pay like $175, and you'll get basically 45 minutes to an hour of real track time.
Now, is that track time by yourself, or can somebody come?
Track time by yourself with coaching from outside the vehicle. Haggerty Insurance is one of the sponsors on this, so Angelica will be there as well. Honestly, it'd be good to get you guys down there just to see some of what we do and what kind of cars show up. This is no roll cages. You just show up in your basic car, bring your Corvette with a decent set of tires. We're going to get you out on a small track, Grand Sports Speedway, and get you out there to play a little bit and learn some of the things we do in our club.
Do you have a date on that, Richard?
Yeah, April 7th.
We don't have a date just yet. We're still working with the Grand Sport, and we got a couple things going on in April, so timing is key, and we're trying to pick the right weekend. I think we got 4 events that month.
Okay, cool.
Now, are you
as soon as I get a date, I will let you know, Don.
Okay. Are you one of the coaches?
Yes, I will be. I should be the lead coach. We'll see what happens, though. If I can get somebody else to come in so I can go be a social butterfly, I'll probably go social butterfly.
Be a good opportunity to take an Olds rally out there.
No, I'm not going to beat on the Oldsmobile. I've used to beat on my 442. I'm not going to beat on this. I can't afford to break this one.
But more importantly than that, he'd have to clean out the trunk, and that ain't going to happen.
That ain't going to happen. Tires and shocks.
Yeah, exactly.
They never let up, Richard.
So, Richard, did you bring a car out to this event today?
Nope, no cars for me today. All my stuff's broken again, so that's how it goes.
But how did you break it and where?
This is still recovering from Mexico. We took that rocket ship apart, and we upgraded from our little 5.3 motor to a 7-liter.
Oh, wow.
So a little more power.
A little.
It should be amazing.
So when are you going back to Mexico to run?
April. So end of April, we're back in Mexico.
So you're busy April.
Busy April.
Yeah, April. We've also got Wrench Rally happening again. We're going to go from Houston to Vegas.
I saw that.
Goal is to donate 10 cars to single parents.
Yep.
So we donated 6, fall. So this spring we're going to try and get 10 vehicles donated.
Yeah, you're going to go from here to Vegas, or you're going to go Vegas back to here?
Here to Vegas.
Here to Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So we'll buy a cheap car here and road trip it to Vegas. And one of the participants from the Wrench Rally here is in Phoenix, and he runs a car charity there. So we'll be donating directly to his charity.
You talked about that before. It sounds like a fun event. It really sounds good.
And what's your dollar limit on buying a car here?
Well, we're changing some of the rules. So what we're going to do is, when we did the last one, we set the value at, I think it was $1,750. But what we found was, when you're donating the car to a single mother or a single father, they need something with 4 doors, not 2. So we had a bunch of people running out grabbing BMWs, Mercedes, and Audis that were 2 doors. Great cars for the money, but it didn't help the family. So we're going to up the value, and we're going to increase the entry fee to where we go to a 4-person team instead of 2. Gives people more time to rest, relax, enjoy the event, and gets us a better car to donate to those single parents.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because the people sitting in the back are not going to be wanting to be sitting in the back of a Mazda Miata because there is no back.
Exactly.
So you're expecting a few more minivans and Suburbans and Tahoes this one, huh?
Hoping anyway.
That is the goal for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
For sure.
And for people to understand what Wrench Rally is, Richard coordinates the Wrench Rally, and go ahead and tell us what the criteria are to attend.
Well, what happens really is you get a bunch of your friends together, you buy a car, and literally the next day you set out on a 2,000-mile road trip with 3 of those best friends. And we set up rally points along the way, things you have to find, riddles, puzzles, if you want to call them that. We have waypoints, which are designated points that you have to go to within a certain amount of time. But then you can go off course and get all these additional bonuses. And it's a road trip, social event. We've got a service truck. We've also got Haggerty's on board with their AAA, basically. They have a roadside service that they'll provide for events that's just second to none. And it's about having a good time with friends and family. If you have to work on something, we're there to help you. Or
do they remain friends after the event?
Do what?
Do they remain friends after the event?
They have so far. Actually, there's a group of us that are getting together every other week for lunch since that event happened. It's pretty interesting.
Any marriages happen along the way?
Not yet.
Don's looking for number 4.
He's always looking. Always looking.
So do you guys have lunch at Taco City down there in Alvin?
Oh yes, often.
That's a good place to eat.
I heard you stopped by for my place for lunch the other day, and I wasn't there. So
and they wouldn't let me hang out. They wanted me to get back in the truck and leave. I was kind of interested in hanging out, and they were no. You need to get out of here.
You got to move along, sir. Move along.
We have too many secrets here.
Yeah, no loitering. So what's the date on that wrench rally?
The wrench rally is going to be 8th, 9th, and 10th of April.
Let me something. Do you happen to have an online calendar for yourself? So when we want to be you for a month, at least we'll know your schedule so we can glom on.
We're working on that, and I'm learning this stuff now called YouTube. So we're going to start having this YouTube channel, which I know you guys have been dealing with for the last year. So following in your footsteps.
Lord.
We're trying.
You said falling in our footsteps. Or following.
Following.
Well, we wish you luck on Wrench Rally. It's a great charity event because one of the things I think you kind of mentioned is at the end of the event, the car is donated to a needy family in the area, though I think you're going to go to Vegas and then you're going to bring them back to Phoenix to donate them in the Phoenix area. But what a great thing to do, and people who are interested can get a hold of you where for Wrench Rally?
Facebook, Instagram, Wrench Rally on all of them. The website's still being developed. That's part of holding the release up right now is getting the web pages where it looks appropriate and speaks the message about what we're trying to do.
Now, Richard, where's the family? Are they located in Houston or in Vegas that you're donating the vehicle to?
These are going to be in Phoenix this time.
Phoenix, okay.
Yep. We're working with a guy, JC Supercars, but he donated 12 cars to single mothers the month of December.
Wow.
And that's just what he does. He's got a supercar business, and they fund through his 501c3 to give cars away. But he gives away a car a month and 12 the month of December. So we're partnering up with him to learn some more. And then we're going to donate hopefully 10 cars to his charity when we're there.
Don would like to donate a Craftsman torque wrench to.
Yeah, I think I still have the broken one you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the Sears representative. I'm sorry, the Craftsman representative to show up here and threaten me or actually apologize a lot.
I posted up a link to Wrench Rally on our Facebook stream here.
Oh, cool.
So
very good.
Hopefully drive you some people interested.
Enjoy the 24 hours of Daytona this way today.
Starts
Ben Keating, our Texas native, is on pole for class.
Yes. And Alec Udell's there wandering around, I think, looking for a drive.
Yeah, he's back in town today. He got back last night, I believe. So
I know
we've got an event coming up with him in March as well. So I'll get those dates back to you.
Is that the one? Is that the one up at his up at the karting track?
No, this should be something that we're doing at MSR. This is going to be a lot of supercar focus, but I believe it's going to be on a Saturday. So it may be something we get you guys here too as well.
Well, you just never know where we might show up.
That's true.
Understood.
Yeah, it may be directly out of jail, but whatever.
We can help with that too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure that you can after the race. Richard, it's great to talk to you, sir.
Appreciate it, guys. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you, Richard Tomlin, and he is the executive for the SCCA here in the region, and he's also Mr. Apex Auto Works. So. Thank you very much, sir. A reminder that we'd love to hear from you anytime. Just shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. And if you don't know that by now, well, we just told you. info@inwheeltime.com. Anything and everything that you want to say, because guess who reads that? Mars over there.
Yes, sir.
That guy. So if you got something ugly,
send me something.
If you got something to say, directly to him. Something ugly, Mars@inwheeltime.com.
Use a lot of bad words.
Yeah, bad words are always good.
Bad words are welcome.
All right, let's check in with Conrad and this week in auto history.
Well,
it's spelled O-T-T-O.
No,
auto.
It isn't auto. It's auto.
It's odd. Oh.
How about Opel history? In 1899, the 5 Opel brothers began converting sewing machine and an appliance factory.
I know. I drove one of those.
Into the automobile works in Russelsheim, Germany. I didn't realize that they had started as a sewing machine company. So this is the first vehicle they ever built.
They made an Opel vehicle. That was a who made the Opel? The little sports car.
Opel. In 1907. In Ormond Beach, Florida.
He's ignoring that question.
Yeah, he is.
I like that car.
In 1907 in Ormond Beach, Florida, Glenn Curtis,
oh my God,
an engineer, got his start building motors for bicycles, set the unofficial land speed record on a home-built V8 motorcycle of 107 miles an hour.
And guess what? He didn't live after that.
Oh, my gosh. Is that crazy?
Don't see a helmet. Don't see a parachute.
Nah, we don't need any of that.
Don't need no stinking helmet.
He went 107 miles an hour on that.
On that thing.
You're out of your mind.
Good for him.
In 1912 in Chicago, Illinois, the patent for the automobile horn.
By the way, let me just interrupt this. This guy here, the V8 on the bicycle, that would have been me at the Paul Berlin's Dome Shadows Club that night. And matter of fact, I think it was.
Was that 1907?
That was the day that I shot across that lighted dance floor.
And the engine was donated by Richardson Chevrolet.
That's it.
So the automobile horn was patented in 1912 this week, and it was a multi-piped horn that was powered by the exhaust system, so it could actually play a tune.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of like a whoopee cushion.
How annoying would that be? Look at start the
and
car.
Today, if you use the horn, you're almost going to get shot.
Look at that ad. That's
reliable
quite
signal avoids accidents. Play it again.
Blow it again, mister. Yep.
Let's
and then made in 4 sizes.
You said it. I didn't.
And then in 1920, the Lincoln Motor Car Company was founded this week, and 2 years later was acquired by Ford. I didn't realize that Lincoln stood alone by itself and then was acquired by Ford.
Was it Mr. Lincoln?
Yep.
Like, is it Abraham?
Well, not Abraham, but yeah.
Probably one of his relatives down the line a bit.
That's a good-looking car. I like that.
A very good-looking car. And then in 1950, Tucker, the fame of Tucker Motor Company, with their pretty innovative car, the front headlight was directional when you turn the steering wheel. It had a rear engine, flat 6-cylinder in it. Very, very innovative.
My dad always talked about going to see that for the very first time at Soldier Field, which is where the Chicago Bears play. And it was a big, big deal because nothing had ever been seen like this before.
Did it have a helicopter engine?
Yes. It had an aeromotive engine, yeah. And then, the car was actually produced in 47 and 48 and had lots of remarkable features to it. But Tucker was indicted on 31 counts of fraud. And as he fought for his freedom in court, the company failed. So this week in 1950, Preston Tucker was cleared of all fraud charges against him, but it was a little too late, and the company had already failed. But Tucker Automobile was quite a historical car, and many believe that the legal actions against Tucker were sponsored by the big 3 automakers who feared the competition.
Yeah, conspired. Right.
Yeah.
And then the movie Tucker, it's worth watching.
Yeah.
It's actually a very cool movie talking about the story. There's a second picture of this same car if you roll it.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Roll the picture. So, again, the engine was in the trunk, and that's the air for the radiator coming back. Look at the 6 exhaust pipes on it. Pretty cool little car.
Well, for the era, yeah.
Very cool car. And then in 1954, General Motors introduced the Firebird XP21 showcar, the world's first gas turbine car.
I thought that was the coolest car.
Mm-hmm. And that car actually still exists at the Heritage Museum in Warren, Michigan.
Looks like a little soapbox derby car.
Yeah, well, yeah, but with a gas turbine, basically a jet engine in the back of it. There are actually 3 Firebirds that they had made back in the 50s. So, and then in 1965, the Shelby GT350 was introduced, developed by American auto racer Carroll Shelby. They launched it this week in 65, and it featured a 306 horsepower 289. And right now, those cars are selling at auction, in the just short of the $1 million range.
I watched a Netflix show on Shelby. He was not a well man when he was driving. He had some health issues.
Well, I think that's why he retired from driving.
Right.
In the late 60s, I believe, is when he finally retired from driving.
Yeah, late 60s, but he health issues before that.
Right.
In the news this week, Toyota overtook Volkswagen Group to become the world's top-selling automaker in 2020 as the slump in demand caused by the coronavirus pandemic hit VW harder. It was the first time Toyota clinched the position in 5 years. VW's group global deliveries declined by 15%. The extent of the automaker's sales losses was largely determined by their level of exposure to the regions most disrupted by the virus. And James David Power. Ring a bell?
Yeah, why?
Turned a scrappy home business that tracked customer satisfaction with new quality vehicle into a global market research firm that today monitors everything from consumers' experience with new car sales and service to auto lenders, airlines, healthcare providers, home builders, and hoteliers. Died Saturday, a week ago today.
I didn't know that.
Huh. He was 89. Power died of natural causes at his home in Westlake Village, California. J.D. Power today, headquartered in Troy, Michigan, was launched in the family kitchen with an automotive customer survey thing that measured and ranked new vehicle quality. The company entered in the auto market with the first client, Toyota, back in 1969.
And
that's it for this.
Is the dominant survey.
Oh, absolutely. That's it for this hour of the In Wheel Time Car Show. Our next hour starts right after a quick break. Stay with us.
Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise-in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, February 20th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free, and everyone's invited. You will see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupe founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, February 20th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise in, February 20th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy, weather permitting. Texas Truck Works is your go-to truck customizer. From mild to wild lift kits, custom wheels, and steering and handling enhancements to the best personal and commercial wraps, Texas Truck Works delivers. Let Texas Truck Works founder Scott Stevens help you get the most out of your truck or Jeep. Texas Truck Works has decades of customizing experience, including power adders and complete engine swaps. Let the Texas Truck Works team design an upgrade plan that fits your budget. Get truck attitude today at TexasTruckWorks.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to noon Central on Facebook, YouTube, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcast, TuneIn, Google Podcast, and Podcast Addict. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.